This woman got married 11 times, and every single husband ended up dead. For 22 years, nobody noticed, until one son asked one question that unraveled everything. Meet Kulthum Akbari, Iran's Black Widow. Kulthum's story starts dark from the beginning. She got married for the first time at 18 to a man with mental health issues. Her second husband was much older and reportedly beat her. By the time he died, she had seen enough. She had a plan. She started showing up at women's gatherings and community events, and she would tell anyone who would listen she wanted to marry an elderly, lonely man. She was open about it, like she was placing a classified ad, and men came. Here's how the scheme worked. Kulthum would find a wealthy, elderly man. We are talking men between 65 and 82 years old. She would agree to marry him, but only on one condition: a large dowry, cash or property up front, and within 3 months of the wedding, the husband would be dead. Her method was ice cold. She would secretly mix diabetes medication, blood pressure pills, sedatives, and sometimes industrial alcohol into his food and drinks. Slowly at first, just enough to make him sick. And then, here is the genius evil part, she would rush him to the hospital herself, playing the devoted, worried wife. Doctors would see an elderly, sick man with a history of illness and think nothing of it. Then once he had that medical record, she would increase the dose, and he would never wake up. Death by natural causes, every single time. She spread her victims across 5 different cities: Sari, Neka, Mahmoudabad, Babul, Kayam Shar, so no single police department would ever connect the dots. New city, new husband, new death certificate. Then she would transfer everything: the property, the inheritance, the dowry, straight into her daughter's name. This went on from the year 2000 all the way to 2023, 22 years, at least 11 confirmed husbands dead, possibly as many as 15 or more. She could not even remember the exact number when police asked her. One man actually survived. He noticed something was wrong with his drink, got sick, threw her out of his house, and lived, but he never went to the police, and so she just moved on to the next one. The whole thing finally unravels in 2023 because of her very last husband, 82-year-old Gholam Reza Babaye. He dies, and his son starts asking questions. And then by chance, the son mentions this to a family friend. And that friend goes pale, because his own father had once been married to a woman named Kulthum, and she had tried to poison him too. He was one of the lucky ones who survived. That connection was all police needed. They arrested Kulthum immediately, and when they interrogated her, she confessed. All of it. She just could not remember exactly how many men she had killed. In September 2025, a court in Iran found her guilty of 11 counts of murder. The families of her victims demanded death. 10 of them got it. Kulthum Akbari was sentenced to death 10 times over. And here is what gets me. This woman operated in plain sight for over 2 decades. She literally announced at social gatherings that she wanted to marry old rich men. She checked them into hospitals herself. She attended their funerals. She collected their property. And nobody, not one doctor, not one neighbor, not one city, connected any of it until one grieving son had one conversation with one friend. 11 men, 22 years, and the only thing that stopped her was a coincidence. That is the case. Nova out.